Come see these rings. Bruno and Cliff have told me all I need to know. To call, to have, we should undertake our own. I would like you to assist my other.
Hiya, Papa. You've brought someone. They're basically just watered down versions of.
Eileen, saved.
What? Another one? What?
Eileen, man.
Oops. Did I say.
Come now, child. No need for.
Me? Specific. Gosh, okay. Let's see. Tell me, does ceaseless whispering through the.
Eileen!
Got it.
I've received a summons from the. I'll be expecting that.
Right. Clarence will be off to court. Why was I talking about fire? Oh, right. My training. As soon as we smite one wicked top, Papa said you needed help. See that bell tower over there? Why don't you, go on ahead.
My faithful congregation who've gathered here today, There was a time when black stones were thought to be blessed with Elion's might. Sown like so many seeds beneath the sands that span from Calphion to Valencia. These two nations then declared war over these black stones, who watered the great desert with blood until the sand itself could hold no more. From that day it was known by two names. For the countless black stones, Calphionians know the Great Desert as the Black Desert, but for the countless lives lost, Valencians call it Red. Not so long after, Elion felt pity for us fallen humans, and granted us the sight to see the black stones for what they truly were. Now that Elion has lifted the veil from our eyes, let us cast off the avarice and offer up our worldly possessions to him.
You are? Shall we sit together?
Elion, now that Elion has lifted the veil from—
Shirking your alchemical studies again. Hello, I'm Florence, Eileen's twin sister. Now listen here. The Black Spirit is biding its time, waiting until— My advice, go get some rest. Don't dawdle here listlessly.
I am Igor Bartali, chief of this village. Welcome to Velia. There was a time when but first I must attend. It's right over there. My wife, Iselin, will treat you to—
Welcome to the Lunar Halo Inn, traveller. You can rowdy drunkards think getting pot shotting is— This is the chef of our inn, David. Those two over there act like brothers, while that one over there just keeps to him. Oh, look at the old man, the wind blew in. Well, what'll you have? Have a seat and we'll get your order. Roasted chicken salad. Top chop. Good, good. Take a seat over there.
Oh, finally. I've been looking forward to it. First, tell me of who helped the most in tracking Red Nose down. Really? I know the captain is an upstanding officer and all, but however did Red Nose become leader of the inn? The black stone given unto Red Nose. If only I was younger, I'd need— Ah, well. First, your grand journey is still underway.
Well now, what's this? You...
Oh, Uno.
Me, just had a pie to the and yet to think, Blackstone...
I'm telling you, it's all gone in an instant.
This is your first time hearing it, right? 10 years past. In the distant, it was the ruins of Histria. What?
He's been on about this story for a decade now. My ears.
Never thought I'd see the day when...
I may not look it now.
Look at the stone spike. And on my honor, I swear...
That nonsense.
I promise you, before my...
For me to eat. Quick!
This stuff is great.
Careful, do you know how much this beer cost me?
I couldn't believe it. She told me to shave my beard. Do you know how many years I spent whacking those scarecrows?
Oh, Tronim, you're here as well.
Of course. I have to lay down the hammer sometimes.
Yes, indeed. It's been some time. Care to hear of my travels to Valencia?
Oh, good. Adventurer, you're awake. This is the home of Trannon Underfoe, the blacksmith. He said you should go thank him for Let's be off. We're going to overcome the black spirit together. I have a close friend who... Her name is Emma. Emma Bob. Ever since she was little, we're going to pay her a visit. Though... poor Emma. She's the only person who's opened their nightmares of the kingdom of Kron often. See, she's that family. No wonder she shuns people. I'm counting on you. 150 years have passed since grave robbers have once again stolen the chief may seem like he just enjoys drinking. He gave me a place to set up my own shop. The Bartali family store their ashes in an also go ahead and take the path near the church.
I'm Tron. I could from now on trust your gear then. On your way then. Oh,
I know that I may not be the brightest.
It's merely that everyone trusts Clorin's Richie. Anyway.
Well, this isn't as scary as I thought it would be. Anything good here? Huh? Oh, over there! Ah! A ghost!
A human!
What? A talking ghost? Adventurer, exorcise it!
Don't you know who I am? The notorious grave robber, Afuaru's cousin!
scary. I've never been coached. I thought that Houtman had the easiest. Adventurer, what's this? A key. I'll ask Rich. Come on, let's go find Rich.
No.
What's all this commotion about?
Old man, did you know that Richie was trapped in here?
What? Another grave robber? I can't be everywhere all at. If it were your sister here, she would have.
Well, you're not wrong, but it. That's Eileen for you. Makes you wonder if she truly is the great Alustin's daughter. Sorry we didn't get much out of this, adventurer. I wanted to lift Emma's spirits for a change.
Oh my.
But I still haven't found.
No. I'm so Hello. My name is Emma, daughter of Justin Bartali. Hello. My name is Emma, daughter of.
But look at.
The script is kind of old, but I think I can read it.
My poor, lonely Hannah. The spring's courtship blossomed. You persevered alone till the world came crashing. It is another trace of. Well, I just can't keep avoiding it like. In Crown Castle, ruined by sins of past. Lay tiny souls hidden, tears amassed. I reach out to comfort those unnamed, but some strange force keeps me restrained. Then, like as smoke soon overtakes me, I flee and flee, can no one save me? The crimson gaze, I can't escape thee! My piercing screams what finally wakes me. And now, whispers haunt me beyond my dreams. There's someone in my dreams who pushes me into If texts I've read are to be trusted. Eileen, if we take action, it'll put my goblins that were driven away from the plane, and those goblins. All this havoc may account for the Grand Chamber. You are most dear to the Chief, Emma. And to me too. Thanks, Eileen, you're right. Grusha is a loyal protector of House
Croncast to even think.
Then Grusha, let me at least meet the
Eileen, the chief you knew doesn't exist. The old chief, a young giant.
What are you ladies doing here in the... Head of the Goblin Infiltration Task Force, Grusha Nor. According to foreign agreement, your job, I'm sure you're well aware that the goblins turning vicious and aggressive is causing quite the chief and Grand Chamberlain have already come to an agreement. You have no other choice than to follow their orders.
You? That's because the imps attacked our goblin.
You're still acting as the goblin's mouthpiece, eh? Understand that Velia has no further plans to coexist with the...
Yes, I mean, goblins didn't do anything wrong. Please, I beg you.
Another chance? Does Velia come first or do goblins? You're relieved of your post, and you'll serve probation from your own home.
spent a day finding out what the goblins are up to.
Well, who have we here? The hero who defeated Red Nose. Did you say you want to meet Grusha and the Goblin King Giath? We're more than glad to have someone as skilled as you do us a favor. But are you sure that you'll be fine with someone like him? Since our chief is so fond of you, I'll trust you with this task. However, bear in mind the goblins are awaiting our swift subjugation. You'll have to finish the job quick before we start the attack. I'm looking forward to seeing the skills of one who could take down Red Nose.
Thank you. Thanks for protecting us goblins. Goblins are kind. But I don't know where the chief is either yet. Let's ask friends. They'll surely help. Oh, I almost forgot. We must go through a ritual before we do, or else my friends won't let you step foot near them. If you gain an understanding of our tradition as you destroy those totems, the goblins will accept you as their friend. I mean, not all of them. Everyone's been on edge since the appearance of the new king. Toto and my other goblin friends. Toto, this person stood against the Velia vigilantes. He says thanks for protecting our forest and that the king is within the goblin cave, but... Toto, what do you mean? You want me to look at the mural behind us? Was it redrawn? Us goblins are a race that have called Balanos home for some time now, just like the people of Velia. Well, that was before that violent red-nosed imp exiled us. That's why the old chief would offer up prayers to the ancestors every day. He prayed for youth and the power to protect his race. Then, one day, a man wrapped in black robes approached him. The man didn't stay long, but imparted a black-coloured stone unto the chief. Shortly after, the aged, feeble chief passed from this world. After siren, that stone might have been poison given to the aged chief to give up his own life. Hey, he wants you to... that honorary goblins like I cannot enter. Only pure-blooded Gaia goblins can enter. Toto says that he'll support us. However, he also says that you'll have to fight against the goblins are more vicious towards outsiders than ever. Do you think you can do this? A human commander's body has become the vessel, but our king still bears the name of Kiev. Oh, mighty king, please protect us goblins! That must mean this stone grave actually contains... It doesn't matter. It's all for the benefit of goblins! Lend us strength!
Look! I've seen this symbol in one of...
What brings you ladies here to such a dangerous place?
I thought I might find something useful, so we paid a visit to my grandfather's study.
The goblins stole the book we, borrowed while we were looking for you. What do they even need a human book for?
My ladies, all goblins know that boiling letters in a cauldron will make you smarter. I will take the ladies to Finto Farm, where it's safe. Find Lady Emma's book. You must look for a giant cauldron.
I knew I could trust Croxus Antonio, guard captain for Noir III in Eleonian year 135, forfeited his life when he dared to admonish his king for attempting to sacrifice a young maiden and child to attain immortality. The immortal alchemist said the ritual must go on, and the enraged king had Croxus executed, and his remains scattered over Awar's hill.
The one who led me to that sin-laden castle. He met such a tragic end. To lose his own flesh as well. He must have appeared in my dreams for a reason. I need to speak with him. Is there any way we can summon Geath from the Dark Rift?
There must be a way, Lady Emma. But first, you must eat. Your grandfather would have me hanged if I'd let you pass out. We shall ask Martina, the farm owner, for some food.
I'd be more than happy to whip you up a meal, but nothing comes for free now, does it? The farm wasn't always looking a mess like this. You can thank the goblins for that. I'd be more than happy to whip you up a meal, but nothing comes for free now, does it?
I'll be more than happy to handle the cooking, though I know most of your harvest has already gone out to Velia.
Eileen, be a dear and scrounge up some potatoes from the field, and your company can get the chicken porridge started. I'm not sure if we've got any hearty potatoes left. It's not the first time goblins have made a mess of our field.
That earthy aroma. Oh, it reminds me of my grandmother's steamed potatoes. That didn't take too long, right? I have good senses.
Do you need potatoes for cooking? Have you met my husband? He's the best cook in Velia.
Good. Now that our stomachs are full, let's try putting our heads together. Gieth chose a body that's been dead for, according to what I know of nature, the body should have decomposed already. So how do you think he got around that?
Oh, that reminds me of something Father taught me last week in class. It was something on alchemy used to track time. I remember it because I really struggled with the reagents. Clarence said something like, Eileen, what good's ahead if you don't even use it? Then she said, what did she say? Eileen, you're so stupid you'd flip over an hourglass to check the time. Oh, right! Sands of Time! Using Papa's special recipe, it's possible to restore the flow of time where it's been halted. But it's difficult to get the materials. Only black stones of a purity of at least 73% will work. Papa brought some such stones to class last week, but I think, I used them all up.
Color me surprised. I should have brought Clarence along. She would have come up with another plan, surely.
I'm sorry. I'm not Clarence.
I think you're crossing the line here, Takros. My grandfather will hear of your behavior. Eileen, don't give up. There is always a way. We will find it together.
Well, I suppose certain ingredients can be substituted, but we'd need an object one would sacrifice their life for.
A goblin's horn should do that, I imagine. Can't understand why the bastards are so obsessed with this.
Here! Over here! I have a black stone.
It once belonged to the old chief.
Singular mind, eh? You keep mum until we start on about goblins. That black stone is better put to use elsewhere. Right now, we have a better tool at our disposal. The goblins themselves.
Quiet! I can't think! I'm becoming potato-brained standing in all these potatoes. What's your gut tell you, adventurer? I'll follow your lead.
Thank you. You won't regret putting your faith in me. For sparing the lives of my friends. I'm forever in your debt. It's not that I can't understand where Takros is coming from. He's one of the Median deserters that was stationed at Kron Castle. When Gieth, our king, assaulted Kron Castle, many lives were lost. No doubt the loss of his comrades, his captain. Though Takros may feel Chief Igor helped put that behind him when he settled in Velia, he still holds that anger. Don't allow him to stoke that hatred. Use the stone for something.
Time to finally put my alchemical training to use. Is anyone else feeling faint? No, it's okay, I'm fine. So now, please fetch me the first ingredient. I require fresh blood of a weasel. Fortunately, there are plenty of weasels around the farm. And even brought my best friend along. This book may look a bit worn out, but she's full of knowledge. Without her, I'd never pass an alchemy exam. We'd need a shimmering wildflower. They're sometimes found blooming in Awa's plains. The story goes that the shimmering lights from these wildflowers are the very souls of innocent children who were sacrificed in the foolish King Noir's search for eternal life.
Let's go hunt out a decent spot to brew up our concoction. Takros, can we trust you to protect us without riling up any more goblins?
Thank goodness we have Grusha's black stone. Is it just me, or are things going smoother than expected? Quickly, and just in time. Ta-da! I managed to put together a makeshift magic cauldron. Don't look at me like that. It actually took a lot of ingenuity to put that together. Alright, now if we perform some simple alchemy with these ingredients, we should obtain something known as the fragments of time. Don't look at me like that. It actually took a lot of ingenuity to put that— Oh! Look at the color of the smoke! I think that means you were successful. I mean, none of my past attempts produced such a color, so— Take those, place them inside the pot, and you will be able to create the sands of time. I can't believe it! It worked! Oh, let me take a look at that. The sands of time. Oh, we did it! Hooray! If only Father would put this recipe on my next test.
It's the moment of truth. I shall call for my men. It's time we finally reveal the fiend behind the mask.
Finally. I shall meet with the one I've seen only in my dreams. This doesn't feel right.
Sprinkle this on the goblin mural atop Awa's Hill, and you'll be able to summon forth Gear from the Dark Rift. Takros probably should have already arrived in Velia by now. Goodness, adventurer.
It was you, Gieth. The one who pushed me towards Kron Castle in my dreams.
Emma, be careful, okay? Will she be alright, adventurer?
He appears to be saying something. Adventurer, I wish to speak with him.
I need the power and wisdom to protect my people. It seems that I still lack both. I need more. The Black Stones granted me the gift of this flesh. At the same time, so too began this dreadful night. He spoke to me. If I wished for the nightmares to end, all I needed to do was but destroy the relic atop the spire at Kron.
Who was he? Are you speaking of the man clad in black robes? Was he the one who gave you the black stone?
You seem to know a lot more than I thought. As he instructed me, I advanced toward Kron Castle, bringing destruction to and yet, at the spire, I encountered one who could not be killed. This body I inhabit froze at first sight.
You too have been dreaming the same nightmares as I. What did you find at the spire?
It burns. It overwhelms me once more. Soon this body shall no longer be able to reside. By the time I return, I shall be caught in the abyss, maddened by a pain that only my flesh shall. If only someone would remember that I shall protect my poor tribe forever.
Gia, wait!
First look at.
I'm speechless. Did you end up losing that fiend? We should have joined forces to exterminate him and the rest of the goblins for good.
Gieth is gone for good, so you can rest easy. Though, do you perhaps know who's guarding the relic within Kron Castle?
And where'd you hear something like that? That kind of knowledge shouldn't be tossed around so casually.
It doesn't matter how we know. You're resident of Velia now, Takros. Don't you think it's your civic duty to tell us?
Understood, milady. I shall tell you of all that I know. None of this is news to the chief anyway. The reason the Median deserters could stay in those ruins, well-fed, well-supplied, is due to aid from an outside benefactor. Not a clue whom. They only dealt directly with our leader.
Outside benefactor. Sounds wealthy and powerful. Oh, any chance he's got a baby face too?
I'm not sure. In exchange for their constant support, they had only one condition: for us to protect the spire's entrance at any cost. We were also instructed to never open the entrance. Didn't stop a few fellows whose curiosity was greater than their sense.
happened to them?
They died. Milady, you're not thinking of going there now, are you?
We must head to Kron Castle. Adventurer, I believe this is the most opportune time with you by our side.
I see there's no changing your mind, milady. Though I'd ask, if all goes well, that you put in a good word for me with the chief. With our current numbers, a full frontal assault would be suicide. We need to go in with a small team to infiltrate enemy lines. Once inside, you'll find a man named Beetle hiding out in exile. He's the only fool still alive who's tried to open those gates. He too seems interested in getting out, settling down in Velia. With enough persuasion, I imagine he'd offer his full cooperation. I'll remain here and keep an eye out for Gieth if he ever returns. I entrust these ladies in your care. If I ever get a promotion, drinks are on me.